Stop writing boring, run-of-the-mill chord progressions. Hey, I'm Spencer. I've been making my living as a guitarist for over 15 years, and today we're going to talk about borrowed chords. Borrowed chords are chords that exist in a parallel key. So that means if we're in C major, it'd be the chords in C minor. If we're in G major, it's chords in G minor. But that's not in my
diatonic P booklet.
These borrowed chords work because even though the scale changes, the tonic or home note is the same. Really, you know, in music, if it sounds good, it is good. So today, I'm gonna show you how to find borrowed chords, how they work, how to add them into chord progressions. And if you're a Patreon member, I am gonna show you how to solo over these borrowed chords because things change a little bit when our chords and the notes in our chords change. Let us get right to it. To find our borrowed chords, we do have to know a little bit of music theory. We have to know about scales, right? Because our borrowed chords are coming from our minor scales and our diatonic chords are coming from our major scale. So if we're in the key of C, we have the following notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have the octave. So each one of those notes has a chord assigned to it. We got a little graphic right here that has the quality of each one of those chords. We have a major 1, a minor 2, a minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7, and then everything starts all over. So these are your chords in a key, right? Or your Roman numerals. Okay, that's for every major key. I just happen to be doing it in C. Now, we need to do that same thing for a minor scale to find our chords. Well, do we know how to play a minor scale? And are we playing natural minor or harmonic minor? A natural minor scale sounds like this. Flat third, flat 6, flat 7, back to 1. So, the chords that we have that are different, based off those scale degrees that are different, are the flatted third, the flat 3 chord, which is major. We have the flat 6 chord, A flat, and we have the flat 7 chord, which is B flat. The rest are the same, although if we didn't do harmonic minor, if we're just keeping this in natural minor, we would also have a minor 5 chord, which is G, but since we have a B flat in here rather than a B natural, we would have a minor 5 chord is also a borrowed chord, which you hear in almost every Coldplay song. I'll give you that in a progression in a second. Coldplay is topical because everybody's getting some this year, you know what I'm saying? So, what do these sound like in context? Me just playing random chords, well, that doesn't mean anything. You know the sound of regular chords, diatonic major chords. Well, have you guys ever heard any Beatles songs? Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like something the Beatles might play? Well, that right here, that's the sound of a minor 4 chord. That's a borrowed chord, right? What about this? What are those chords? That's an A flat, a B flat, and a C. Well, A flat and B flat are not in C major, but they are in C minor. Whoa, those are borrowed chords too. What else do we have? What if we go like this? Right now I'm playing C major, E flat major, that's not in C major, F major, that's in C major, okay. So this chord right here, that's a borrowed chord. Okay, so you can see how all these progressions are using a borrowed chord, and they're all a little bit different than me just going. There's all just a little bit of something extra because we don't hear these progressions all the time. They're non-diatonic. They have an element of, I don't want to say surprise, but there's like, you know, we're borrowing them from a different scale. So you don't hear them as often. So now we're gonna spice up a dull sounding progression. Let's move keys because we've used a lot of C major today. So we're gonna do E major. So here is that progression with a couple borrowed chords in, just to give me some more space for melody notes and just to keep it from sounding like a progression that you've heard before a bunch of times. So I got the minor 4, flat 7. That's it. So here's a progression in G. Kind of surfy. Now, if I add in some borrowed chords, this is going to immediately change the feel tremendously. Okay, that's it for spicing up our, regular chord progressions and adding in some borrowed chords. Now let's move on to how to solo over borrowed chords. This is a Patreon exclusive, so you plebeian normies, we'll see you on the other side. Hey, that's it for today's lesson on borrowed chords. Let me know if that helped you out. Let me know your favorite example of borrowed chords being used in a song. If you're serious about the guitar and you want that exclusive good, make sure to check out the Patreon. That's the only place to get it. Let me know what else you're working on in the comments, and we'll see you next time.